certain things in life, it is important, for me to understand that, life is not about just highs. There can be lows as well, which I've seen a lot through my career. So, but definitely, something like this will be a very low point in my career, having lost, 3 games at home.
3-0 whitewash in India has raised some serious questions for the Indian cricket team. In a matter of just a few weeks, India's aura of invisibility at home has not just been punctured but shattered, and the future of the Test team is not looking all that bright at the moment.
India's cricket team has been nothing short of dominant in Test cricket, especially on home soil. Since 2013, India has played 52 home tests and won an incredible 41 of them, giving them a win percentage of 79%. And they've held this record for 17 consecutive series. But recently, New Zealand broke this streak, dealing India a rare defeat at home. So, what exactly has fueled India's success over the past decade? First and foremost, it's about adaptation to conditions. Indian pitches are famous for spin, and that has given local bowlers a massive advantage. Visiting teams, unaccustomed to these conditions, often struggle against the likes of Ravichandran Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja. These two spinners have been key, taking a combined 481 wickets at home since they started playing together in 2012. Between them, Ashwin and Jadeja have contributed to over 58% of India's wickets in this period. And let's not forget their all-round abilities. Both players consistently add valuable runs lower down the order, making India even harder to beat. Then there's the psychological edge. Winning so consistently at home has boosted the team's confidence, creating a mental toughness that allows them to perform under pressure. India's ability to execute their plans on familiar turf is unmatched, and it's this consistency that has helped them secure multiple series victories. To put this in perspective, India's home win rate in Test cricket is one of the highest in the world. They have a win-loss ratio of 12. For comparison, Australia's is around 7, and England's is 5.5. This consistency is why India has remained a top contender in Test cricket over the last decade. And it's not just at home. India's strength has carried over to their away games as well. Under Viratkohli's captaincy, India has secured 11 away Test wins since 2016, including historic series victories in Australia in 2018-19 and 2020-21. From their humble beginnings in 1932, when they played their first Test match against England at Lord's, India's journey has been phenomenal. They may have lost that initial game, but today, they're a powerhouse, especially at home and increasingly abroad. India's recent 0-3 loss to New Zealand at home was a shocking upset, and one of the biggest talking points has been the performance of India's senior players, particularly Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Rohit and Kohli, two pillars of Indian cricket, struggled immensely. Across the 3-match series, Kohli managed just 93 runs at an average of 15.5, while Rohit scored 91 runs, averaging 15.17. Their inability to anchor the lineup contributed to India's historic whitewash at home. Their poor form has raised concerns about their roles in the team as India gears up for bigger challenges, particularly the upcoming series against Australia. So, what strategies can India adopt to strengthen their batting against top teams? First, India needs to focus on the fundamentals. Over-experimenting with the lineup disrupts consistency. Sticking to basic techniques and reliable combinations will help keep the batting lineup stable. Encouraging young players like Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, and Rishabh Pant to bat fearlessly can help create early pressure on the bowlers, setting a high-scoring pace. Their aggressive approach adds a new dynamic to India's batting. Senior players like Rohit and Kohli need to step up, not only with their own runs, but by leading and setting an example for the team. Their experience can be invaluable in guiding younger players through tough situations. A balanced team with contributions from all-rounders like Ashwin and Jadeja can provide depth, adding flexibility to adapt strategies based on match conditions. This balance between batting and bowling gives India options in any situation. So how does India navigate this challenge? With defined roles, situational awareness, and adaptable strategies, they can minimize risks and maximize performance. For Rohit and Kohli, clearly defined roles and stable batting positions will help build confidence. And with a renewed focus on fitness, adaptability, and mentorship for the younger players, they can continue to contribute meaningfully to the team. The road ahead isn't easy, but with these adjustments, India's senior players can regain their form and lead the team back to success. India's hopes of qualifying for the World Test Championship final have taken a major hit after a crushing 0-3 loss to New Zealand, their first home whitewash in Test history. With this setback, their points percentage has dropped to 58.33%, leaving them trailing behind Australia, who sit at 62.5%. Now India faces a steep climb to keep their WTC hopes alive. To stay in contention for the WTC final, India must perform exceptionally well in their 5 upcoming tests against Australia. A 4-0 or 5-0 series victory is now essential to secure a direct path to the final, without depending on other results. India's first priority is to win a minimum of 4 matches in their series against Australia, as this will push their points percentage closer to the required range for a top 2 finish. Ideally, a 4-0 or 5-0 win would remove any dependence on other teams' performances, giving India a secure position in the final. But with Australia's strong bowling attack in their home conditions, this will be no easy task. Key players like Rohit Sharma and Viratkohli, who struggled in the New Zealand series, must bounce back and deliver high-impact performances. India's confidence has taken a hit after the historic home series loss, and they'll need resilience and composure to excel in the intense Australian conditions. The bowling unit will also be tested, especially with injuries leaving gaps in their lineup. Jaspritbumrah will bear a significant burden, but younger bowlers will need to quickly adapt to the Australian pitches. Australia's home conditions favor their bowlers, posing a significant challenge to India's batting lineup, which will require strategic play and quick adaptability. Lastly, India will need to focus on mental resilience. Complacency and overconfidence played a role in recent losses. Maintaining sharp focus and determination will be essential. India's path to the WTC final may be tough, but it's still within reach. With the right focus, they can turn things around. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more insights on India's journey. Stay tuned.